Today we're going to learn how to solve linear equations. So you should know that a linear equation is an equation of a line, and the formula for this is y equals mx plus b. Examples of this are down here. And with the equation of a line, the mx is the slope and the b is the y-intercept. So our first example is solving linear equations with a variable on one side of the equal sign. So whenever you solve a linear equation, your goal is to always isolate the variable. So that's what we're going to do here. So our variable is on just this one side of the equal sign, and we're trying to get x by itself. So to do this, we eliminate these two numbers. To eliminate this number, you do the opposite and subtract. So we subtract 3 from both sides. Now we're left with negative 5x equals to 15. Okay? But we're not done because x is not completely by itself. So we divide, do the opposite of negative 5x times x, and divide negative 5 from both sides. And the answer is x equals negative 3. Because 15 divided by negative 5 is negative 3. If you need to see that, here are the steps. Okay. The next example is solving linear equations with a variable on both sides. So, since our variable is over here and over here, we can't solve like this, and we need to get x on one side. So we subtract 2.3x from both sides. So now we're left with negative 1.1x equals to negative 2.2. Okay, so now we divide, because dividing is the opposite of multiplying, and that's what negative 1.1 is doing to x. So we divide negative 1.1 from both sides of the equation, and then we're left with x equals to 2. Because negative 2 plus 2 is divided by negative 1.1 equals 2. And that is our solution. If you need to see the steps, here they are. Okay. Our next and final example is solving linear equations using distributive property. If you don't know what distributive property it is, it's simply multiplying the number in front by everything in the parentheses. So you would do, to use distributive property, you would do 4 times 3x minus 4 times 3x. Then you do 4 times negative 5. Then you do negative 2 times negative x, negative 2 times 8. You wouldn't do negative 2 times negative 6 because negative 6 is not in the parentheses. So let's get started. Our first step is to use distributive property. So we do 4 times 3x, which is 12x. Then we would do 4 times negative 5, which is negative 20. Then we would do negative 2 times negative x, which is 2x. Negative 2 times 8, which is negative 16. And then we just add on our 6x. Okay? So now, because now we have 3 different variables in the equation, which is not right. So what we do is we combine like terms. There's nothing to combine over here, so we leave that the same. Then over here, we have 2x and negative 6x. We can combine these two terms because they're the same type of numbers, a number with a variable. So 2x minus 6x is negative 4x. minus 16. So this is like our other equation with two variables in it. So what we do is we add 4x to both sides, and then we're left with 16x minus 20 equals to negative 16. And this is just like our y equals to mx plus b. So what we do is add 20 to both sides, and then we have 16x equals to 4. Divide by 16, and then it's x equals to 4 over 16, which simplifies to x over 1/4. If you don't know how to simplify fractions, you should ask your teacher. Okay? So here are the steps to that one, if you can see them. Thank you for watching.